Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Leading the Averitt Way. I'm your host, Alice Crabtree. Today we have a great guest, Brad Thompson. Brad is the operations manager at our Cincinnati service center, and he's got a great story to tell about promoting from within, mentoring, our ambassador team, and many, many more things that we're going to talk about that hopefully we can help you as leaders as well. So come on along. Brad, welcome.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, I'm glad that you're here. I'm excited that you're here to talk about the 30 plus years that you've been with Averitt. Brad, let's talk about the opportunities in an operations manager's position to invest in others. How do you identify those folks that you see, hey, this guy, this gal, they've got it. How do I mentor them and how do I coach them to help them eventually take your position so that you can grow?
Usually they identify themselves.
Okay.
Starting out.
Yeah.
You can see their work ethic. You can see their want to and their desire to want to learn. And that's where I step in to take the next step. Say, hey, don't be afraid to learn something. Let's jump in here. Let's learn how to dispatch. Let's learn the outbound dock.
Right.
Basically, get yourself to the point to where when an opportunity arises, that I can't say no to you. Right. You've put yourself in the spot that you're the next one. And
I love that. Who mentored you?
Oh, I've had a few.
All right, tell me about
30
them.
years, you've had a few.
Yes.
When I first started out, there was two guys. A guy that's right down here in Cookeville, Mr. Larry Mason. He opened a lot of doors for me.
Okay.
It was basically, hey, I got an outbound spot open here. Let's see what you can do with it. Hey, get in here and learn dispatch. Hey, now this opportunity's open. Let's see what you can do with it. And the other one was Eddie Atkins, who, like I said, it's still hard for a lot of us. It's been 5 years since he passed away and we all got that call, but there's still stories going around every day.
Forever.
He's the epitome of the Averitt way and the Averitt culture, and the fact that we still tell stories about him just says that he's Mr. Averitt as far as in our eyes. And I still hear every day, buddy, we got this.
Yeah, that was his saying, wasn't it?
That was it. It was, and he took me under his wing.
Yeah.
A lot of the things he taught me one of them was basically as a young leader, you feel like you're under this umbrella of protection that, hey, if I've got a problem, I'll just go to the service center director, I'll go to the operations manager, and they'll solve the problem for me.
Yeah.
And then I don't have to deal with it.
Right.
And he taught me, take ownership of your job. Take ownership of, if you're an inbound leader, take ownership of the inbound dock. If you're in the warehouse, this is your house. I just come over here to help out. Take ownership of it. And once I learned how to do that, I took off from there. And then I wouldn't say leadership became easier to where I understood this is the directions I needed to go, how I needed to coach everyone, and it became so much easier.
I love the way that he coached you with that. You know, take ownership. It's yours. I lead the same way. I think it's important that those that report to us, that we encourage them, take ownership. Your name is stamped on this project or this job that you're doing, and just run with it. And I love that. What else did he teach you, or who else?
Basically, I'm not going to let you fail.
Right.
It's kind of like when your dad's teaching you how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
Well, eventually he has to let go of the back seat and see if you can pedal and not bounce off the street.
Yep.
But he's not going to let you fall either. Not going to let you get hurt. And that's how Eddie was teaching us and learning how to be leaders. I got to let you do this on your own, but I'm not going to let you fail either.
Yeah, I love that. You know, here's something about me not many people know about Eddie. I teach the Averitt Way training, leadership training culture for our new leaders and our seasoned leaders. Well, I wasn't just named that. I mentored with Eddie for a little over 5 years until his passing, and then the mantle was passed to me. I know what you're talking about. I know his excitement. I had a saying for Eddie: he would suck the air out of a room because he was just so full of life, and he was truly full of Averitt value, and he did lead the Averitt way.
Absolutely, he did.
So in doing that, and I know you've had other mentors, but you mentioned a couple. So what do you take from them again in coaching your own people, whether they be someone, Brad, that you see the potential for leadership, or someone who you know this guy, this gal is going to be a dock associate till they retire? How do you coach them?
That Leadership is more than the X's and O's of the shift.
Yes.
It's
good.
The X's and O's is just a small part of it. Caring about your associates and coaching them up, and the next thing you know, your job's easy because the coaching part's over with. Just like when you get to the game, you did all your coaching and the practices, you get to the game and you just stand back and watch them go at it.
And be proud of them. Watch
Absolutely.
them shine, right?
Absolutely.
You take pride in watching your team shine.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's a good feeling,
It's absolutely
isn't it?
fantastic to stand back, and I'll walk out on the platform and watch the guys that I've worked with over the years, and just seeing how basically, let's talk about the training wheels, how they're off and they just take off, and I mean, I don't have to. I just basically now have to get out of their way.
Yes, and you see them being leaders without the title, right?
Absolutely.
You see a lot of the associates who work at Cincinnati because of coaching by you and Daryl McComas. Seeing that coaching, you're seeing them be leaders without the title.
Oh, we've seen dock workers. A new dock worker will come in, dock associate come in, and we'll have the older associates basically take them under their wing.
Right.
And the leaders help out out quite a bit, but the older dock associates would be like, "I've got this. I've got this person. Let me have them."
That's the beauty of mentoring, because what they're doing, it's the trickle down. You've done it, now they're doing it, then the next person will do it, and that's the beauty of that.
Absolutely. With the Averitt way, we basically, I wouldn't say an obligation because we want to do it.
Right.
But as much mentoring and coaching as we've received over the years, I feel that I need to pay it forward.
Yes.
Absolutely. I need to pay it forward to the next generation coming through, because I've been here 30 years. I'm probably not going to be here 30 more. Hope I'm here for quite a while, but I think 30 is a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
So we've got to set up the next generation.
You do. And as a leader, you've got to be thinking about that. You know, some of the topics that we'll talk about in leadership training when they come to Cookeville is, you know, for some leaders, it's uncomfortable to talk about, I need to plan my replacement. Yes, we do. I didn't say tomorrow, but we do need to see the long term and plan our replacements, because 2 reasons. Number 1, some of us will retire. Number 2, we're going to be promoted. We're going to grow. So you've got to have someone to come in to be able to step into your place. When you have associates that come in at Cincinnati that are part-time dock associates or part-time anything, whether it's an admin, a part-time driver, because you did start part-time, tell me what you tell them about building maybe a long-term career at Averitt.
Learn everything you can.
Excellent.
Everything you can.
Excellent advice.
Just get your nose dirty, get your hands dirty, ask questions. Get ready to be uncomfortable too. If a spot opens up that you're like, I don't know if I can do that, we're going to make sure that you can handle that. We're not going to let you fail.
Yep.
So get in there. That's what I've done in a lot of roles.
Yes.
Especially the warehouse. I mean, the warehouse was so much different than anything in the LTL world.
Yeah, I would say so.
When I went over there, I was scared. I was scared to death. And as time went along, I figured it out. And that's what I tell people. You will figure this out.
Yes. And you have the support. We are here to support you. We'll never let you fail.
Absolutely.
With us by your side. And I think that's part of Averitt culture, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
That's who we are for generations. We've seen it happen. Speaking of generations, you know, I know that you shared with us that you are a true Averitt family. Tell us about that. Who in your family has also been an Averitt associate?
Well, it's funny. I've had cousins and my aunt, and also my dad worked at Averitt for 20 years. We basically came in together. I was a college freshman, and he was having to switch jobs for unforeseen circumstances. And he decided, well, I don't want to go back to a factory setting, and I don't want to be confined. And so we both ended up at Averitt.
Okay.
I was in Cincinnati, and he was in Lexington. He got his CDL and drove for over 20 years and absolutely loved it. After working in a factory for years and doing that, I love truck driving. This is great. It's fun and get to see different places. And he didn't run over the road, but he ran basically shuttle, but still he absolutely loved it.
You know, it's really important that we do that, bring in folks that are just like us. We have a program here at Averitt called People Like You, and we want to bring associates in who are like us because we know how they work, we know how they think. They'll be a good fit. So I'm so glad you shared that with us, that your dad spent 20 years at Averitt as well. You know, Brad, there's another program, I know you know this very well, it's called the Ambassador Team. And the ambassador team, these are associates who have retired. But in retiring, they've decided they want to stay connected to Averitt. They're not ready to sever those ties. So the ambassador team stays connected through Averitt Cares for Kids, being able to attend events with their local service center and big corporate events as well. Also, we have ambassador mentors. And Brad, I know you know this because in Cincinnati, you have your very own Larry Ritchie, who is an ambassador mentor. Tell us a little bit about him.
Larry was the hardest worker you'd ever meet.
Wow.
I mean, just friendly. Everybody looks up to Larry. I know Jesse Stamper, who's our outbound frontline leader.
Yes.
I mean, he thinks of Larry almost as a second dad.
That's wonderful.
And always looked up to him. And so Larry has that respect among the peers on the dock that whenever somebody has a problem, Larry was always the first one they went to. Larry, how do I do this? And Larry was going to be completely honest and help you out, put his arm around you, and he was going to get you there.
So with him deciding it's time to retire and saying goodbye to his Cincinnati family, he decided he didn't want to completely disconnect. And you and Daryl chose to bring him back in times of need. Can you tell us maybe some of those times that you may need a mentor to come back and help out?
Especially if we've had people leave and we've got new people coming in. I mean, Larry knows it all.
Yeah.
And so he's great to have there as a second hand with the leadership on the dock to say, hey, this is how you do it.
Yep.
This is how you load freight. This is how you dunnage. This is how I want you to show people when they come in later on. I want you to be the one to teach them how to do it.
That is wonderful. So times that you're seeing heavy PTO, maybe times that weather issues or whatever, anytime you guys are needing him, that he's available, he can come in and work the dock and be that mentor, that leader without, if you will, without the title and help those folks.
Absolutely. Larry's the greatest.
I'm glad, and we're so happy to hear that. That is why this program was created for associates who did not want to disconnect, and it's a win-win situation. And I hope our leaders know this out there. Use the mentors to come in and help out, whether it be at corporate, whether it be at a service center, a site for dedicated maintenance. It doesn't matter where they're at to be able to help them out.
Absolutely. Experience is an important tool.
Yes, it is.
Very important tool.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this last question.
Okay.
Say me and you are in a room and the room is filled with every Averitt leader. What advice would you want to give them about your leadership journey or about being an Averitt leader?
The biggest piece of advice is to be adventurous, like I said before, to allow yourself to get uncomfortable and get into different roles. Don't get yourself pigeonholed to where you're like, well, I'm just an outbound leader. This is where I'm comfortable. This is where I'm going to stay. To get the experience, to get uncomfortable gives you the experience to do different things. And if I hadn't got uncomfortable and gotten into a couple of these other roles, I would not be sitting here as an operations manager because I didn't gain the experience in these other roles that I would have gotten.
We have a saying on my team, to grow, we want them to be stretched. And being stretched sometimes is uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
But it brings growth, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
Well, we are so thankful that you are part of the Averitt family, 30 plus years. Thank you for your leadership in Cincinnati and for being able to look at those associates and mentor them and coach them and lead them the Averitt way. And thank you so much for joining me. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Oh, no, I really appreciate you having me. This is a great opportunity. I'm absolutely thrilled to be doing this.
Well, thank you. We're glad you're here. Leaders, thank you again for joining us for this edition of Leading the Averitt Way, and I hope that you were able to take some great nuggets from Brad's advice. We'll see you next time.